Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, October 13th. Wasn't able to do my video yesterday because husband was off from work. I think I might change my video time to Tuesdays just to make it a little easier, and then when these holidays pop up, it won't mess up my schedule. Alright, what have I been up to? Well, one thing I've done, excuse me, which I can't really show you a lot of, but I can show you a sneak peek of it. Let me find something to cover most of it with, so you're not like ruining the fun later. Can you see it? Aha! What could that possibly be? Well, I'll tell you a little bit. There's myself and some other ladies who are admins of several groups, and we've got a project that we're doing. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. But just know there's going to be a lot of neat things showing in that. So stay tuned for that. It should come out later this month, and you won't be disappointed. I have also gone through some of my clippings and trimmed them down. You know, I got rid of the white. This is a perfume bottle. It's got some kind of ropey thing around it. It's kind of neat looking. So I've got those trimmed down, some phrases. I'm not sure if I have enough yet, but I was getting those ready so I could do my next step on my second Journaling by Fives book. And then this here I made up. I think I showed this, where I glued the pages together in a small composition book. Well, I found some scriptures that were kind of neat. This is going to be my words to encourage. So this will be some scripture stuff and a bunch of other quotes and things that I find uplifting. So I did this bit of doodle with some pens, just to pretty up that first page. And then one of the things I had printed out, I glued down, but I'd used a little bit of stamping on some of the paper just to make it look nice. And I have another one that's going to go over here, but I need to find some papers for it that I enjoy. Now this stamp right here, I have a friend who is a close to my heart consultant, and she'd sent out an advertisement for new stuff was out kind of thing. So I did an order through her. I haven't had an order through her in a little while. And these are the ones I picked out. They did some really neat ones that I hadn't seen through them. These are the ink blots and splats. So obviously this is going to be perfect for using on mixed media pages. That one right there is the one I used on that Encouraging Words book. This one is called Ink Blot, and there's the code number if you're looking for it. So fun splats and stuff. They had hexagonal patterns. Now this one actually has a Cricut cartridge that you can use to cut these shapes out, and it gives you those size and page number so you know where to look to find those. But they also sell chipboard hexagon shapes that these work perfect on. But lots of fun shapes there. Those will look good added to pages. And I saw this one and I could not pass it up. I don't do a whole lot of Halloween stuff, but this was just awesome. This is Steampunk Scoundrels Holiday. So we have a steampunk bat, a spider, and the word boo done with a gear and a clock. Isn't that cool? And then of course you have Happy Halloween. Really, really cool. This one I thought would be great for using with some mixed media items as well. This one's called Jumping Geometrics Flare. And it's got this neat wiggly lined one, some hexagon box type things, and this kind of 3D look. So really fun patterns there. And if you send a certain amount of money, you get the monthly packet for $5. And this was the monthly one. And this is called Twinkle. And it's got some nice elements there for use on Christmas items and cards. And this circular star pattern, that'll be pretty cute added to some mixed media items as well. Alright, I'll get to that one in a minute. I showed you that travel case I was going to work on, I think. Well, this is what ended up happening to it. So I got all the travel elements on there. Got them on the side, all around. And I used Mod Podge, I believe it was. Might have been decoupage. Something like that, to put a coating over the top to get them all sealed down. Still need to come back through and get rid of that shiny bit. But I went to the store this week and I found these nice cases. Let's see, I was at TJ Maxx, so it was $9.99 for the 3 of them. And it was called Travel On Packing Squares. And they all came inside each other. And I saw these, and they don't open up as completely as I would hope, but that's okay, because you can see what you're looking for. They got the little double pocket here. But I thought that would be perfect to go in the lid. I'm going to add some Velcro to them. And because they're slim, they don't stick out of the lid very far at all. And I can fill that up with supplies of some type, maybe ink pads or pens or whatever. And then I'll be able to use that bit of space up there. And I happened upon this set of small, what brand is this? Papermate Ink Joy Minis. So they had this little set of colors of the minis. Fits perfect in a small pouch, so I put those in there. So I'm working on getting that set up for travel arting. This one here, I went to my local library. They had a lot of books in the free book box. And I have this one as well that I snagged. I've already pulled the guts out. You just take the first page, actual page, and go that way with it. And then you push the book like this, and it helps you separate, and then you can cut the book block out. Which I don't know where I put it. But, you know, this thing. All the pages. Actually, I know where I put it. The story that was actually in here looked like it might be worth reading, so I set it in my bedroom. I liked the fact that this was a blank cover, other than the spine, of course. That's easy to cover with my gaff tape, but I like the blank look. So I've gotten 2 of those. I also snagged this one because I thought it was kind of clever. It has a kind of a tan color, and there's this little line thing, but this one says the list. Well, that sounded great to use as a book that I could turn into a list book, where I probably won't keep the pages in here, although that's kind of neat. So I will I'm going to turn this one into a book of lists, because that was just too funny to pass up for what it was already called. Alright, these 2 books, I discovered that this one is the perfect size for these index cards, and they fit in there really nicely with the tabs tucked inside. So I thought I would figure out a way of putting these in here. And I might just need to take my Crop-A-Dile and punch holes through the cover somehow. Maybe line it up like that, where the tabs are just barely at the edge. And then put the holes here and put a big ring on it, maybe. I think this one's probably too big, but you know, maybe something like that. That might be neat. We'll see. I might be able to add one of those Tim Holtz binder clip things. I have one. I haven't checked to see if it would fit, but maybe that would work in there. So that's my idea to maybe use on that one. This one, I saw this on Pinterest. It was really cool. I don't know whose this is, but the page it came off of says My Life One Bit at a Time, blogspot.com. Let me kill that. There we go. So you see what she's done here. She's got what looks like a bunch of iCads hooked together into some kind of a book. And that was really neat. I have not made any iCads, but they've always intrigued me. So when I saw this book, my brain said, hey, I wonder if iCads will fit in there. So we have index card. If you don't know what an iCAD is, index card a day. Now, I probably wouldn't get around to doing one every day, but if you can see that, here, let me make them. I cut out some of my scrap paper that I haven't been utilizing. So we have 3 of those cards. These are 3 by 5, I think is what an index card is. And I cut them in, so look, they would fit perfectly in there, just like that lady's other book would look. So now all I have to do is figure out how I'm going to hook them to each other, like hers was showing. But I prepared quite a few pieces of the spare scrapbook paper I haven't been using, so I can use those, and I can utilize this as part of the background, or I can just use the blank side and have that just be the back, where maybe I add a sticker with a blurb saying what I'm up to. But I also have, you know, the traditional index cards, the plain kind. I do have some lined ones as well, but I don't know if I'll use those. If I do, I'll probably have the lines be on the back, where I can maybe write some stuff down. So that's my idea for that one. And this stack, I don't know how many is in here, but that's quite a few. Putting that entire stack in there like that, it still leaves you tons of space. So I should be able to get a lot of cards in here. And this one was a John Saul Nightshade book. And this story also looked interesting, so I have kept that to read before I use the pages for something else. Oh, another thing I discovered. Another idea on this one, perhaps. This happens to be just about the right size for a piece of printer paper that has been folded in half. So it's just at the edges of the cover there. So I can do some printouts and hook them in here. So I might do this, and I might do some printouts with some creepy stuff on it. Victor Crafter, which I'll link him in the bottom, has done a great book with vampires. It was really fun and spooky, and he had a soft burgundy colored fabric on the cover. It might have been velvet or something similar to it. It turned out really awesome. So I thought maybe I'd make a Halloween book inspired by what he had come up with. So we'll see how that turns out. I don't know what else I made a thing for my house. Let me grab that. Alright, the house we're in right now is the first house that my husband and I have ever bought. And we've been married 17 years, 16 years. I'm horrible. I need to go do the math. But we've been together 20 in December, I believe it is. Military families, we move around a lot. We decided that we weren't going to purchase anything until we were at the end of his career time. And we came here, and we decided that this was the opportunity that we wanted to buy the house. So, because it was our first home, I have this little shadow box that I got someplace. And there's that annoying light again. And I took some 3D letters. Let's see if I have the others. I know I do. I don't remember what company made these, but they came in these. I'm pretty sure I got it at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but they're these little, they're supposed to represent the ones that you would have at the printer shop. But, you know, obviously they're turned the correct way so you can read them, but they would go in the printer's cart for making the pages. But little wooden tiled letters. And so I got out the ones that matched for our house here. And this back of this box was actually quite ugly, so I lined it with a piece of pretty houndstooth, chevron, whatever that's called, paper. And the stuff they had in the edge was an ugly piece of cardboard, so I cut some new cardboard and I painted it this pretty color of blue, which you can barely see. And this bit of gold which you can't really tell is gold, but it is. That is washi tape. So I trimmed the paper with washi tape just to give it a neat little element. And the key is an actual key for our house. And I used my Deco Art Metallic Luster Gold Rush to pretty that up because it was a little worn looking. So it just makes it a little newer looking key instead of having to go out and buy another one. And then this down here is a piece of wood accent little heart, and I put a bunch of stickles on it. Sorry for that glare on that light. It's kind of hard to show it to you without it showing up. So I glued those in there, stuck it all in the frame, and now that it's dry I can either prop it up on something, maybe on our fireplace mantle, or because it has the hooks I can hang it on the wall someplace. There's a spot in our front entry that it might look pretty cute. So I did that yesterday. And what else do I have? That might be it. Oh, I got invited into a collaboration event. And that's not going to happen until January. But keep your ears open for me to bring it back up. That should be pretty fun. I've got to figure out what I want to actually make. Isn't that hilarious? I don't know what to make. So I have a couple months, obviously, to figure it out. I do have one idea, and it will involve maps. So I need to fiddle with that a little bit and see if it's going to work the way I want it to. Our videos have a time limit on them, so I got to make sure that whatever I'm showing can be covered within that time limit without having to fast forward too much, because you want to show a process a little better than fast forwarding, so people can get a good idea of what you're doing. So keep an eye open for that. I think that's it. So stay tuned to next Tuesday when we're going to do our other video. I have a couple videos I need to edit and upload and get them out this week, hopefully. And so look for those. And hope everyone's having a great day and doing something fun. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down over there somewhere, I think. Like and share with your friends. Comments are welcome, obviously, as long as you're nice. Constructive criticism done in a nice way is also okay. I have had friends let me know that some of my videos are a little quiet, so that's been helpful to me. And I hope you follow along with any of my other social media links, which are found in the description box below. There's Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook page. So take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.